So this game is over now. Only formalities are left, and it's a big boost for New Zealand the way they have performed in this match and in this series. This series victory is, I would say, as big for them as the victory which India attained in Australia by beating Australia 2-1 in the Test series. So this victory is as big a achievement for New Zealand, and this will be a big moral booster for them going into the World Test Championship final. And talking about this match, when England conceded a lead of 85 runs in the first innings, then everyone expected, their fans were expecting that England will bat well in the second innings and they will also score somewhere around 350 runs so that the match will go to day 5 also, where maybe they could have put some pressure on New Zealand or could have forced New Zealand to go for a draw. But everyone was surprised. Their fans were very disappointed, English fans, and even the critics of English fans were surprised that their batting literally collapsed in the second innings. Their batsmen performed very timidly, and they could only put 129 runs for the loss of 9 wickets at the end of day 3, with Mark Wood making the highest score, 29 runs. This was really pathetic batting display by England and very disappointing for English fans. And the only positives I would say England can take out of this match is that maybe that they have found a good opening pair in Sibley and Rory Burns for India-England series, which will be coming ahead. Also, another positive they can look forward is that their one of main frontline bowlers, Stuart Broad, came back to form by taking 4 wickets in this match. And Dan Lawrence also scored some good runs, a very good 82 runs in the first innings. Otherwise, England would be really disappointed from this performance and their confidence will be really down now. They will be facing India in a 5-match test series and their confidence would be down. Joe Root faced a rare twin failure in this match. He failed in both the innings. Usually he is a very consistent batsman in England and doesn't fail like that. And this was a good pitch to bat. New Zealand had scored around 380 runs on this pitch in the first innings. And after that, when it was the batting of England in second innings, it was still a good pitch to bat. And also, you have to see that 2 of the main pacers of New Zealand were not playing in this match. Tim Southee was not playing and Kyle Jamieson was also not playing. So even without their 2 frontline pacers, England still collapsed in their second innings. And this is really a worry sign for them going into the India-England series. And I think they have to look into some of the players, their batting positions, especially Zach Crawley at number 3. He failed in each of the 2 innings and he also failed in the first test match. So I'm sure that Zach Crawley will be dropped from the India-England series. And then they also have to look into the position of Ollie Pope. Ollie Pope has a good first-class record, but he has failed to convert that domestic performance into good performance at international level. So I think Ollie Pope place will also be under scrutiny. And then James Bracey failed in both the innings. And of course, in the first match also, James Bracey, their new wicketkeeper, failed. So I think going into the India-England series, you won't be seeing these players. Most probably Ben Stokes will come back in place of Zach Crawley. And Ben Foakes or Joss Butler will come in place of James Bracey. And regarding Ollie Pope, I'm not sure if they will give him more chances. Maybe some other batsman like Johnny Bairstow or maybe someone else might get a chance, or maybe selectors might persist with Ollie Pope for a few more matches, 1 or 2 matches, but he has to perform now. And talking about New Zealand, this is a big boost for them before going into the WTC final. And I would say the way their players have performed in this match, there is going to be a selection dilemma for New Zealand going into the WTC final, because you see two of their frontline pacers were not playing, Tim Southee and Kyle Jamieson. And the bowlers which were playing in this match, all those frontline bowlers took wickets. Trent Boult took 5 wickets. Matt Henry took 6 wickets. He was the pick of the bowler. Neil Wagner took 4 wickets, and their spinner Ajaz Patel also took 4 wickets. And all of them took their wickets at good strike rate and low average. They didn't give away a lot of runs. So I think going into the World Test Championship final, New Zealand will be in a dilemma which bowler to pick and which to leave, because they will be picking Jamieson and Southee. And most probably they will be picking one all-rounder from Daryl Mitchell or Colin D. Grandhome, or maybe Santner. So there will be only 2 bowling positions left, and for those 2 bowling positions, they will have to choose from Trent Boult, Matt Henry, Neil Wagner, or Ajaz Patel, whom to pick. So this is a sort of a positive dilemma for them. And also in batting, if you see, there is going to be a selection dilemma, because in this match, Kane Williamson was not playing due to injury, and Will Young played in his place. And Will Young played a really good innings of 82 in this match. So now New Zealand will be in a dilemma whether to drop Will Young from WTC final or not, because Kane Williamson most probably will be coming back for the final. And now there is going to be a selection dilemma in batting also, because of good performance of Will Young. But I would say all these selection dilemma are positive signs for New Zealand. And this is a great chance for them. They are in really good form. They are the number 1 test team in the world. And they have proved here that their performance, their number 1 ICC ranking is not a fluke. They deserve this number 1 ranking, and now they will be facing India in WTC final. And I will be giving my preview about that match very soon in my forthcoming video. And in the end, I would like to congratulate New Zealand team, their country and their fans for this memorable victory, for this big series victory in